Hall boys basketball. The Hopkins Royals on the road to take on the Wayzata Trojans. From Wayzata High School in Plymouth, John Jacobson along with Ryan Iverson. And Ryan, what a terrific matchup. Number 2, Hopkins 13-0 on the season. Number 3, Wayzata comes in at 13-2.
It's always fun when we get to do these rivalry games. Hopkins-Wayzata girls, Hopkins-Wayzata boys. This year it just happens to be really great because they're both really, really good. Hopkins ranked number 2, undefeated. Wayzata 13-2, ranked number 3. I thought started a little slow this year, but they've really brought it on. And when I'm looking at both teams' game schedule, John, they've played some really great teams. Right. Both of them have. Hopkins just marched right through their schedule. They're playing better than anybody else in the state right now. I think tonight's going to be a great one.
They had over 100 points in 7 of their 13 games. I mean, 86 is their lowest point total of the season.
It's unbelievable. I know you talk about transition. 2 things: you got to take care of the ball, and you got to be in shape when you're going to play against Hopkins, especially because they have depth this year too. They have phenomenal top-end players, but they got length, they have shooting, they have toughness, they have size, quickness. They have it all. And the way they're playing, you can tell they want to get Coach Novak another state championship this year.
Anthony Smith is our key player for Hopkins. He's had a terrific career, Ryan, for them, and having a great senior season.
Yeah, and I really enjoy watching him play just on his skill level alone. As far as one-on-one offensive players, I don't know if there's a more talented individual scorer in the state of Minnesota. And you combine that with, Jaden Moore at the other guard. I don't know if there's a better point guard than him out there. So that backcourt, and we always say championships in March, they're won with guards, right? And Hopkins has 2 of the best guards in the state, but Anthony having a great year, 25 points a game. He's been much more efficient this year too, but really, really talented.
For Wayzata, of course, they had Jackson McAnder the last few years. He is on to Creighton and doing great things there, so they've got a lot of the same players back who now have to take on more of a scoring role, including Christian Wiggins, the junior guard.
And I think that's a role he's ready to accept. They brought in Nolan Anderson, who's a transfer from Eden Prairie, who's a very talented player. They have Isaac Olmstead at point guard, who, again, I would put up there as, top 2 or 3 point guards in the state. So, again, you have 3 really good guards. Christian can score from the outside. He's athletic. He can get to the rim, plays great defense. They need him to have an aggressive all-around game tonight. If you look, Wayzata's got 3 guys all about the same, Nolan, Isaac, and Christian. Scoring-wise, in that 17 to 18 range, I think Christian tonight's got to be in the 20s because points are a premium. You got to be able to put them up when you're playing Hopkins.
In this section, the high seed is determined by the high seed gets home court, I should say, for the section final. A lot of sections, they go to a neutral site, like section 5, 4A goes up to Rogers. So these 2 games that these teams play now and in about 3 weeks are really important. Hopkins would rather be at home. It's been kind of a house of horrors for them here in the section play the last few years, playing at Wayzata.
Yeah. And it's hard to get 16, 17-year-olds to think about the future, right? Yeah. But this stuff does matter for seeding. You want that section final game to be at your home gym, no question about it. So the 2 times these guys are meeting and then going against other common opponents, they matter. And so tonight matters not only for bragging rights and maybe who's the best team in the area, but also who's going to get that home playoff game.
Should be a terrific one. It's Wayzata hosting Hopkins. Lake Conference boys basketball live next on CCX.
At Topline Financial Credit Union, we love getting to be part of our members' big moments. Whether it's making home improvements, going to school, building a business, or even getting married. An interest-only home equity line of credit with payments as low as $50 per month can help you get there. It's just one of the ways we're helping our members on their financial journeys. Become a Topline member and let us be a part of yours, because connected, we all do better.
Well, no school today in Wayzata has not kept fans away from tonight. Big ticket line, fans on both sides getting in, and there's crowded in the gym here. Students are out tonight to enjoy this one. First of what probably will be 3 meetings between the Royals and the Trojans.
Well, I got to be that get off my lawn old man here. When we used to get school canceled because of weather, the game was automatically canceled.
And that's still the rule in some districts.
Yeah, it was always the one day you didn't want to get school canceled because you wanted to play that game. But fortunately for us and in this great environment, they did not cancel it. I just love when you feel the energy of a big game, right? That's how it feels in here right now, JJ.
Starters for Hopkins, J.J. Semenko, Ahmed Noor in the front court. The guards, Jaden Moore, Anthony Smith, Davey Hart. Tommy Shamengavelu is the forward for Wayzata. Their guards, Isaac Olmstead, Christian Wiggins, Nolan Anderson, and Wyatt Macbeth. Some good size, too, Ryan, in the starting five for both teams.
Well, and you just look at the depth on both sides. Hopkins with 5 guys averaging in double figures. Wayzata with 4. So you got a lot of balance, too. Besides being that top-end talent, a lot of really good players in both programs.
They tip it off, and Wayzata, first possession of the game. Olmstead's number 1, gets it to Nolan Anderson. Back out to Wiggins, to the basket, and scores.
Well, I love how he didn't settle for the shot. He was open, could have shot that 3, but a great shot fake. He's got that big body, able to finish at the rim. No help defense, good start.
Hopkins loves to attack. They do on their first possession, but Hart unable to finish at the rim. Anderson, a long 3 off the back iron, and offensive rebound, and then a foul, or did Olmstead just stepped out of bounds there?
And Wayzata there, they're not a slouch offensively either. You see, they take a rebound, and they can get out and run too. And they have so many shooters. So it's weird when you play transition defense really against both of these teams, but especially Wayzata with how much they like to shoot three-pointers. You got to spot up on the perimeter.
More in the front court. Down low. Semenko in close and gets it to drop.
And for me, John, he's the wild card for them. He's hard to guard. Some games you don't see him in the box score. There's a pull-up 3.
Mangalevu got a hand on the rebound, on the ball, but Semenko got a scramble for possession. Oh, and the big block there by Wiggins. Hopkins still keeps it, though. Ball knocked away, but then picked up on the backside by Jaden Moore. And Hopkins will reset.
Yeah, and all these guys are used to playing big games, but that doesn't matter. Your nerves still are firing a little bit in these big environments.
Hart missing on the corner 3. Wayzata back. Anderson for 3 hits.
Yeah, Nolan Anderson, transfer from Eden Prairie. You can see he's got that great length, but he's a great shooter, and he's got the confidence. It doesn't matter if he's missed 2, 3, 4 in a row. He's going to keep shooting.
Jaden Moore to the basket. Answers for Hopkins.
It's just so smooth. He's so quick, but he's really strong. And you feel like he can get to the basket whenever he wants to.
Ball tipped. And then Olmstead gets it back. Hopkins started to go the other way. Olmstead with a 3, not good. Backside rebound. Macbeth not good. Shamengavelu gets the offensive board and called for traveling.
Well, either way, you got to love, if you're a Trojan fan, hammering the offensive glass. There's Nolan Anderson on the previous 3.
Ryan, it seems like a frenetic pace already. We're like a minute 10 into the game.
I always tell you, I get winded just broadcasting these games.
Pull-up jumper, good. Moore's got back-to-back baskets, and Hopkins in the lead.
Yeah, and he did that over a 6'6" defender in Wyatt Macbeth, and that's a part of Jaden's game. I think he's grown tremendously, is just not always either getting all the way to the basket or a three-pointer. He's got that mid-range now. If he can hit that consistently, too, he's almost unstoppable.
Almost a steal. Instead, Wiggins keeps it, missed it. And then Macbeth getting the steal took it away from Noor on the outlet pass, and Mangalevu fouled. He'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, it's about the 3rd or 4th time so far, JJ, that we've seen a deflection after a defensive rebound. It's just simple ball faking, right? Giving up possessions that way.
And right before tap, I talked about the size of both these teams have, and the length you've already seen come into play on those, what would have been fast break baskets perhaps in other games, getting deflections here and turnovers back to the team that was on offense.
Well, and I'll tell you what, Hopkins scores almost 100 points a game, and you can see why, because they're going after those steals. They probably create an extra 20 or 30 possessions a game.
1 out of 2 out of bounds.
It was the right idea. I think Jaden Moore's momentum got him going a little bit. You see his speed, though. He took a defensive rebound down all the way to the other side of the floor in about 2 dribbles, so he's that fast.
Inbound to Anderson. Olmstead started to draw a double team, and then Semenko backed off that.
And that's one of the keys, too. Is
turnover off the hands of Anderson. Oh, and Hart can't finish, but he's fouled. They'll go to the line for 2.
Wayzata is so good with the ball, smart with the basketball. They're not going to turn it over a lot because they have really good guard play. That time, a rare turnover off of the pass. You see how quickly Hopkins turns that into offense, too. You know, Davey Hart's another guy, John, you know, at 6'5" as a senior, averaging 11 points. Almost a guy you kind of don't even think about as much on Hopkins, right? But he's so talented. You can see he's a guy, if he was on a, you know, his own program somewhere else and was the main guy, probably could score 25, 26 a game.
1 out of 2. 7-6, Hopkins lead. Wiggins will hand off. Macbeth, Shamegavelu. Wiggins 3 is good.
And you can see it doesn't matter if these guys have missed 1, 2, or 3 shots. They have the green light, they have the confidence. Most importantly, they have the ability to knock those down.
Semenko steps in, then goes with the pass, and one hard with the basket.
You always hear this, the old saying, give up a good shot for a great shot. Here's a look at Christian Wiggins' 3 right there. Good for him to finally knock one down. Semenko could have taken a tough contested pull-up shot. Instead, finds his teammate Davey Hart underneath, takes the contact, able to finish. That's what makes it fun, John, when these really good teams actually are unselfish too, right? And you're going to see that tonight. Both teams unselfish, willing to give up a good shot for a great shot. Don't care about statistics, just want to find a way to win.
Hart with a 3-point play. Ryan Mann, number 5, 6'3" senior, and Brady Lamb, 6'5" junior, number 24, in for Wayzata at that whistle. Well, tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with Wayzata.
When you just watch, like you were saying, John, the length, right? You see these passes, they're 10, 12 feet in the air, getting deflected. Arms and hands everywhere. You got to really, you know, be aware of your passes, not telegram it. If you do, they're going to take it and turn it into a dunk.
Olmstead, and somebody didn't move or moved the wrong way. Never back yet.
I was going to say, when he touched it in the backcourt there and there was no whistle, yeah, he made contact with that. See Coach Schnettler, I can't believe he's in his 10th season already. They have 2 state championships? Right?
Well, in the last 4 years, they've been to the title game each of the last 4 seasons. 2 state titles, 2 runners-up.
Yep, pretty unbelievable. You talk about just consistency. And granted, they've had a lot of talent come through here, but even as that talent goes and the next wave comes in, he gets them ready to play, and they buy into this great system of moving and sharing the ball.
And it's been Wayzata that's kept Hopkins from getting to state.
Yeah.
Hopkins has not been since 2019, which is a huge drought for them. That was a state championship team.
Nice. That's
Semenko, short jumper up
great,
and good.
Just great offense. The ball moves, defense moves. You get a high-low pick and roll there with J.J. Semenko either as a distributor or the scorer. That time just knocks down the floater.
Olmstead throws it out top. Wiggins, almost a steal for Hart. Wiggins to the basket. Then it got partially blocked, got it back. Throws it back out top. Anderson, quick release 3. That won't go. Tipped out of bounds off of Lamb. Hopkins basketball.
And you can see the philosophy for Wayzata. You get an offensive rebound, you immediately look. You see guys spotting up, looking for those quick threes, second chance three-pointers. Those are backbreakers. Hopkins there lucky to avoid giving up a 3.
Xavier Ivey, 6-foot sophomore guard, number 13, in for Hopkins. And Ivey gets a defensive play there to block the shot from Moore.
Yeah, good defense. Ivey, sophomore, but you can see he's built. He's got some strength to him. That's a tough matchup going against Jaden Moore, but he did a nice job of just staying with it there.
Trey Moore now, the younger brother of Jaden Moore, freshman, is in for Hopkins. And
That's a
Tyson Moore, who's not related to the other 2, is also in, number 4. Smith with the shot up and in. That's his first basket tonight, again averaging over 24 a game. Hopkins by 3.
And you see just smooth, nice, easy shot fake, got to a spot, and he's got a really nice looking jump shot.
Corner 3 from Ivy, up and in.
How about that? The sophomore just getting into the game, played some great defense, comes down, hits the 3. These rivalry games, you need someone to step up that maybe doesn't normally fill that role.
The Wayzata fans into it. A turnover by Hopkins on the missed pass by Moore. Here's Ivy again. Way long on this one. And rebounded by Semenko. Doesn't have the numbers and pulls it back out. Trey Moore back out. Semenko 3. Rebound by Wiggins.
Yeah, good look there by JJ. Got a good shot. That's the thing. Both of these teams play really aggressive defensively, John. But if you can withstand that onslaught and move the ball, take care of the ball, you can oftentimes get an open look. And there Christian Wiggins hits his second 3.
Wiggins already with 8 points. Wayzata back in the lead. Oh, Smith. Great move to the basket. Couldn't finish. Rebound by Ivy. Wayzata pushing it back ahead. Layup.
Nice pass.
But the follow-up by Wiggins is in. Lamb couldn't get his shot to go, but there's Christian Wiggins right back into the play.
That was a great no-look pass. Lamb just didn't make it, but Wiggins following through. He's in double figures. Wayzata on a little run. You hear the Wayzata crowd getting into the energy here.
8-0 scoring run for the Trojans. Semenko pulls up. Wayzata fans wanted to travel, not good on the shot. And then a backboard foul whistled on Trey Moore. Trying to knock the ball away from Ryan Mann.
Yeah, there's that no-look pass. Kind of rushed on the finish, but there's Wiggins going after. Definitely some contact behind him there. No call. Wayzata might have got away with a Nolan Anderson shuffle of the feet. And then they wanted a travel here on J.J. Semenko, so they both kind of evened out.
And able to get the inbound to Macbeth. And then back to Ivy. Trying to bring it up here against Moore, Trey Moore. Macbeth.
Yeah, that's what you got to be able to protect against. Yep.
3-point. Yep. All around the rim, but wouldn't fall on the shot from Ryan Mann. Now Jaden Moore with it. And he's fouled. A little bump there. And whistle on the foul called on Sam Mose, his first.
Yeah, it looked like he got there. It looked like a little bit of body contact there. Isaac Olmstead in the game, but really nice, good minutes off the bench there for the young sophomore, Ivy.
Nowhere to go with it, and finally Tyson Moore able to give the pass off. Offensive foul on Davey Hart.
Brian Mann that time moving his feet. He kind of guessed, and he guessed right, and he did. He got there. Davey Hart went right into it. See, yeah, I think that's a pretty good call. Yeah.
First on Hart, 13 foul.
Yeah. Anytime you see the referees, if they see that shoulder dip or that off arm push away, more than likely they're going to call that.
Olmstead knocked out of bounds by Trey Moore.
And that's the thing too. Every time you probe and drive against Hopkins, a second guy with really quick hands, you got to be sure and you got to be quick against this defense.
Lob inbounds from Mann to Megavelu. And then off to Mose. Back out Olmstead. Macbeth above the block. Turns into a double team. Good kick to the corner. Three-pointer is good for Mose.
Well, just great offense. And I'll tell you why, Macbeth, you don't hear as much about with the 3 juniors that they have that are really talented. But he's a great player. Nice inside out.
Out of bounds. Turnover by Jaden Moore. Look at it again. Macbeth Finds the open player.
And that's the thing. Hopkins will gamble like that, and a lot of times they score on that, and they get a free steal. If you can handle it and see it coming, make the appropriate play, you get a good look. And that time, Macbeth made a great pass, and Mose knocked it down. That's what you got to do. You got to make them pay if they're going to gamble.
Wayzata always has kids that can shoot, right?
Yep,
I mean,
yeah.
every year. Macbeth in the corner.
See the double, the gamble there? And again, if you can handle it without turning it over, you get a good shot.
Last touch by Wayzata. Julius Ellis, number 34, was right in there. So Ken Novak, 36th year as head coach at Hopkins.
You weren't even born then, John.
Well, that's not true. You
Oh,
weren't.
my. Wow, we just missed that inbounds pass right off of Jaden Moore's hands out of bounds. It's going to be Wayzata basketball. A couple of kind of uncharacteristic turnovers tonight, really, on both sides. And I don't know if you attribute that to poor offense or just pressure defense. But this one,
Not just a.
you just take your eyes off it for a second.
Olmsted to Wiggins. 3 for him. Christian Wiggins, his third three. He's got 13 points now.
And again, pretty easy action. Screen the screener out of bounds. Christian Wiggins, very nice pump fake. That's for all of our young viewers, that's called a shot fake out there, and it still works really, really well. Good patience, got a great shot, knocked it down.
Hard to Ellis, turned over. Wayzata's got to break the other way. Olmsted tried to go back to Macbeth, and that's picked off by Anthony Smith. Smith, twisting shot up, not good. Wiggins rebounds.
Yeah, tough shot that time.
Trying to go ahead to Olmsted. When
Nice.
Macbeth loose ball. And the basket for Wayzata.
And you've seen Wayzata playing with pace too, John. They're starting to push it and getting stuff in transition as Hopkins going to call a timeout. And I like that strategy for a number of reasons. One, it's harder to match up transition, and two, Hopkins defense in the half court so tough, so quick and aggressive. If you can get to them before they get set up. There are a couple lucky tips. And Macbeth with those long arms able to gather and finish. And a nice little run here for the Trojans.
Yeah, I think it's 16-0 now. Wasn't it 14-9? I don't have the chart to keep me, and we don't have our own statistician, but I think that's right.
Going with it.
Yeah. Which is crazy to think about. It's the team that's undefeated on the season, you can get any kind of run like that.
And I think a lot of it comes down here to defense. They've been solid on defense, forcing Hopkins into maybe a couple of turnovers that they don't normally have, and then maybe some contested shots. And Wayzata's been able to take that and then move it and push the ball offensively, get some easy looks in transitions, and especially getting some good looks for their shooters. Christian Wiggins off to a nice start.
Huge crowd on hand here at Wayzata. Number 2, Hopkins. Number 3, Wayzata. First of 2 late conference meetings, and again, likely a Section 6 final meeting coming in March as well. From the wing, finally an answer for Hopkins. The three-point shot by Ahmad Nur, his first basket tonight.
Yeah, just great offense. Good drive, get into the paint.
Oh, and a turnover by Wayzata as Macbeth pass picked off. Kick to the corner. Try for 3, short. And getting the offensive rebound is Smith off the missed Jaden Moore 3. And then Smith attacking scores.
Yeah, good offense there. Driving kick, you get the 3, get an offensive rebound. Anthony Smith showing his ability to get to the basket.
Pass to Macbeth, almost a steal. Head to Wiggins. He'll take it to the basket and score.
Yes. Going off the athletic ability there. That's going to be an offensive too. That's a second one on Davey Hart.
It is going to be on Hart. Look at the dunk again.
I'll tell you what, great play by Tommy S. there, number 40, sealing off the other defender, Christian Wiggins. Look at him power up and bury it. Again, getting out in transition has been the ticket tonight for the Trojans. Gotten a bunch of really easy looks.
I've got that Wayzata fan base engaged
Excited.
if they weren't already, right? Olmsted, nice step-in move.
Yeah.
Missed on the mid-range jumper, though, and rebounded. No, Macbeth almost had a steal, taking it back. Boy, Wayzata really contesting some of those passes
Active hands
tonight, right?
Active hands, clearly a point of emphasis, and it's worked. Yeah, Isaac Olmsted, great move there. A little hesitation to get the defender to come out of his stance. Got a mid-range, just couldn't get it to fall. A nice move.
Muir gets this inbound in. Jaden Moore off to Semenko. One dribble and then across to Hart, trying to get it back to Semenko. Ends up in the hands of Noor. Semenko into the lane and fouled by Macbeth.
Yeah, there was a little pause there by Semenko, and I think that got Macbeth's hand off a little bit where there was a little bit of contact. So smart play by J.J. Semenko, drawing the contact. Sometimes that's what you need, even more than a basket. Stop a run, stop a momentum, get to the foul line. Crowd kind of quiets, you knock the free throws down, you get your defense gathered and rested for a second. So see if Hopkins can come back with a little run of their own.
Ryan Mann back in for Wayzata. Semenko, an 86% free throw shooter. No trouble with either of those.
Both of these teams, excellent free throw shooters.
6-point game again, under 7 minutes to go, first half. John Jacobson, Ryan Iverson. Happy you could join us on this Tuesday night in January. Outside shot from Wiggins, not good. We'll get a foul.
Yeah. I think
it's Semenko or on Jaden Moore.
I think they got J.J. Semenko on it, yeah.
J.J. Semenko, his second, team's fifth.
Well, a good look by Christian Wiggins, too. They ran some good action. He came off that double screen. I actually think the foul probably should have been on Anthony Smith more than J.J. Semenko, but they gave it to Semenko. That's his second.
Now he and Hart each with two now. Twisting shot from the basket. It's a hoop for Brady Lamb.
You see him hang in the air, let the defender fly by. Good athleticism, nice job, good finish. Oh, nice move.
Great drive.
Wow.
Didn't get the finish, but Anthony Smith will go to the line for two.
Yeah, look at this nice drive. Brady Lamb hung in the air, able to finish. Those extra buckets like that are huge. John, that in the business we call a hesitation move by Anthony Smith. You see him go from nothing to full speed. Changing speed, changing direction. That's how you get open, create space, create angles. Anthony Smith, very good at doing that.
Ivy back in for the Trojans, replacing Olmsted. Smith gets both. He's got 6 points.
You know, there's two ways to look at this. I think you look at it like Wayzata's playing really well and they're up 6. You can also look at this maybe isn't Hopkins' best and you're only down 6 too. You know what I mean?
No.
And as quick as they can score, you know, they keep this to 6-4.
Lob down low, Nolan Anderson scores.
Well, and it's part of his game at 6'7". I'd love to see more, especially in the high school game. Having that kind of length, he's got good footwork and the ability to score. Using him in the post, you can see he can do it. He's effective at it.
Jaden Moore went to the free throw line, backs out. Semenko on the wing to Noor. Hands off. Semenko, deep three, not good. Rebounded by Wiggins.
Good contest, good rebound.
Wiggins pull up three, short here, and Semenko rebounds. It's the return pass from Moore. Out Smith. Then Noor hands it back to Anthony Smith. Smith to the basket. Wow, he exploded and scored.
What's awesome about that, John, is he goes from completely facing away from the basket to full steam at the rim in about a half a dribble. So great explosiveness. Getting that shiftiness and then the ability to just explode at the rim.
Wiggins, corner three, rattles out.
A couple of those down on that rim down there have been in and out like that. Shot looked good.
Hart with the rebound, brings it in. On the wing with it. Jaden Moore directing traffic, trying to get Noor to come out, does. Semenko, long three from Moore. Rebound by Anderson.
And I'll tell you,
to Wiggins.
Jaden Moore's improved his three-point shooting, but you will still live with a contested three from him other than him getting into the paint where he's just so deadly.
Ivy off to Mann. That three won't go. Tipped. Semenko has it. We're going to get a foul on Ivy.
Yeah, pretty clean game so far. Only the 6th team foul there on Wayzata, only 5 on Hopkins. I think the refs letting a lot go too, which I like. We don't have the incessant whistle every 20 seconds, so I like the flow of this game.
Back in for the Royals. Number 11, Hart. Number 4, Tyson.
Tyson Moore and Hart back in for Hopkins.
Number 10, Holmes. Number 15,
Mose and Macbeth return for Wayzata. Good backdoor pass, and then Smith kicks it out. Three-point shot won't go for Trey Moore. Follow-up up and in by Smith.
Yeah, and physical under there, and he did a great job of getting position early to fight for that offensive rebound. Then when he caught it, all he had to do was turn around and score. So really nice play.
Shovel pass into the lane, intended for Mose, intercepted by Trey Moore. Moore gets it back.
Travel.
Tyson Moore traveled.
Yep. Yeah, under 4 left here in the first half. Hopkins only down 4. See if they can't. You can see them picking up full court. If they can't maybe steal another possession or two, try to get this game tied or even the lead going into halftime. That's critical when you're on the road too. And quiet down that road crowd.
Lob to Macbeth.
Nice, yeah. Great play design. All 4 other players around the perimeter. No one on the help side behind Wyatt Macbeth. They threw it over perfectly. And again, he's a really good player. He would be a leading scorer on a lot of programs. Nice job catching and scoring.
Whistle and the foul here on Olmsted. That'll be his first, but the team's 7th, which means it's a 1-and-1 for Hopkins. And chance here for Jaden Moore to score. It's the second. Moore, a 71% free throw shooter on the season.
Wiggins back in.
Averages nearly 16 points a game. He's got 5 so far tonight. Wiggins back in for Wayzata.
Makes it both. Yeah, and he's one of those true point guards that I think can really dominate a game. And you look, and he might only have 10 or 8, but he had 12 assists, 10 rebounds. He's a great rebounder for his size. And again, just kind of can control a game offensively and defensively.
Macbeth trying to go down low for Anderson, off his hands. There comes Hopkins in a hurry. Trey Moore gets cut off on the baseline, throws it back out for Tyson Moore. And Semenko hands it off for Hart, almost lost it. Now it's Jaden Moore, long three from him. Rebound to Anderson. Quick outlet to Ivy.
Oh, nice pass.
Little pass to
Great
Macbeth
pass.
for 2.
How about the sophomore coming in, giving him big minutes tonight? That time, no fear. Pushed in transition, gave a little no-look dime to Wyatt Macbeth. Having a nice first half as well.
Macbeth knocking this one out of bounds.
You know, watch this pass getting into the middle. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that. All he had to get was Semenko to lean a little bit to the perimeter, threw it right behind him for the layup. Nice play.
Anthony Smith back in, and he inbounds to Jaden Moore. Back to Smith on the wing. Semenko out top. Step back three, tough shot, won't go. Rebound by Jaden Moore, coming down the lane is Smith to score.
Oh, nice finish, but that again was I'm talking about, John. I mean, Jaden Moore dominated that possession, skied for the rebound, then had the vision. Great cut too.
Dozen points for Anthony Smith. 4-point game under 2 minutes to go. Anderson, Olmsted open in the corner, and out of bounds.
Attention fans, we have a lost bullet If you are missing a Lululemon pouch, please see our
John, a
Wayzata
loudspeaker just came and said if you're missing a Lululemon wallet, and I know you prefer Lululemon wallets.
Exactly. It's
Wanna
got to
make
be
sure you-
mine.
Nice.
There's Smith again. Or excuse me, Moore this time on the attack. Scores and one coming.
Yeah, that's what I think. He's at his best, going downhill like that. And it's a great move. He gets there and he kind of slows down a little bit. Watch him slow down, let the defender go by him, and it allows you to hang a little bit, take a little bit of contact and finish. He's so strong. I do. I think Hopkins tonight, they need his scoring. And I think maybe he's sensing that now. You've seen him be a little bit more aggressive the last couple of possessions here.
And just like that, Hopkins back to within one. They were down 11 earlier. Anderson across to Wiggins. Gets through some traffic, but he gets fouled by Moore.
And I love that too. Wiggins that time didn't settle for a three. He could have shot a contested three. He's had a nice ball fake and then used that ability, that good first step to get going to the rim.
Lob gets tipped by Tyson Moore. Trey Moore puts it up and in at the other end. Timeout. Well, we haven't. Sure, excuse me. Officials timeout. Nolan Anderson got poked in the eye, I think. He's going to have to come out.
Look at that little step through the Euro. Again, slowing down, letting that defender go by. Nice finish. How about this response here by Hopkins the last couple of minutes?
Great finish to the half. Shunmungavelu back in for Hopkins.
And they did it
For
without
Wayzata.
panicking too, right? They just did it possession by possession, playing good defense. Oh, nice cut.
What a great pass from Shunmungavelu, and Macbeth finishes at the rim. He's got 8 points.
Great cut, and again, that aggressive defense. If you back cut, good patience and ability to find him, and Macbeth having a great half.
3-point shot won't go for Tyson Moore. Wiggins ahead for Macbeth.
Nice.
2 more.
And I'd argue Wayzata tonight in transition has looked like the team averaging 100 points. They've gotten some easy looks running.
Tyson Moore. That's Smith with under 40 seconds to go in the first half. Ryan will talk to both coaches at halftime. Off the mark for Smith, and we're going to get a foul on Olmsted.
Foul on the Trojans, number 1, Isaac Olmsted, his first, team's 9th, at the line to shoot the 1-and-1. Smith. Correction.
Second foul on Olmsted is going to the line here for 2 will be Trey Moore.
For Hopkins.
Newer 24 back in for the Royals. Give him more length on what could be the final possession for Wayzata coming up. Moore's free throw and good. The 1-and-1 missed, and now it's Wayzata with Kinhold for the last shot if they'd like to, although that doesn't seem like the personality of either one of these teams. Olmsted's pass got deflected, comes back out to man, and then Wiggins. Ooh, but it got deflected out of bounds there by Tyson Moore. Well, that's what the one official had called, but I don't know what it did. That might have just sailed out of bounds.
Attention fans.
No, it will be again off Hopkins, so it'll be an inbound for Wayzata.
Please see our Wayzata athletic director.
Ken Novak is not happy. .4 seconds to go. Here we go, 8 seconds to go. Olmsted out near half court. And in the hands of Wiggins on the wing. Long three from man, not good. Macbeth. And that'll be the end of the first half. A lot of action in the first 18 minutes of play. And number 3, Wayzata leading number 2, Hopkins, 39-36. 15 points for Christian Wiggins to lead the way for the Wayzata. 12 points for Anthony Smith, their top scorer here in the first half. Good basketball, though, man. Could not ask for much more for a regular season game here in January. Kerry Sutherland, one of the assistant coaches for Hopkins, is standing by with Ryan Iverson.
What'd you like in that first half?
I like the fact that when we got down by 10 or so, that our guys kept their composure and they fought back.
What keys to winning this game in the second half?
Oh, we just got to stay true to our principles, defensively, offensively. We got to, move the ball, get some more curl cuts, get some more movement. We'll be fine.
Awesome. Thanks, Coach. Good luck in the second half. Back to you, John.
All right. Thanks very much. Thanks to Assistant Coach Sutherland for taking a few moments with us. 39-36, Wayzata leads Hopkins. More basketball from the Lake Conference on CCX coming up.
In 1935, Topline Financial Credit Union was founded by workers from our local phone company, by people who dedicated their lives to keeping our community connected. At Topline Financial, that dedication lives on because we believe that dreams are achieved when we connect with each other. So if you're dreaming of buying a new home or car, or planning for your future, or saving for that next vacation, connect with us. We'll help you get there because connected, we all do better.
(39-36) Wayzata leads Hopkins. Back to the court side we go. Ryan Iverson with Coach Schnettler.
Hey, Coach, one of the things we said in the pregame was, Hopkins scoring almost 100 points. They get out and run. I thought you guys were really effective tonight when you got out and run in transition. Was that something you had talked about as well?
We play fast, too. I mean, we've been scoring a lot in transition all year. So that's not really anything different. I think the biggest thing is they score a lot because of turnovers. And even tonight, you turn it over and you're in big trouble. So we got to limit a few more of those. I think we can get even more open looks if we do.
Up 3 at half. What do you think's the key here to win the second half, win this game?
We're up 3, and I don't think we played that well. I mean, I think we can, if we take care, passing and cutting is the biggest key. So if we do that, we'll be okay.
Lastly, how about this crowd, home crowd? Is this what it's all about?
It's awesome. It's fun to see everybody here.
All right, have fun, Coach. All right, back to you, John.
Thanks very much, Ryan and Coach Schnettler. Let's look at highlights from the first half of play. Hopkins, J.J. Semenko, an effective player inside, able to score for 2. Wayzata's used the three-pointer as their weapon tonight. They've had 6 three-pointers in the first half. Nolan Anderson hitting for 3 there. And then later it's Christian Wiggins, who had a big first half, knocks down a 3. Good look here, Semenko going into Davey Hart.
Great
through
pass.
the basket. Yep, great pass, and he gets to the basket and the end one for Hart. And then they go back out.
And I thought as good as Anthony was, he ended up with 12?
12 points, yeah.
I felt like he needs to be more aggressive. He was very efficient tonight. Yeah, look at that nice rebound, and then look at the drive here and the hang. Nice finish.
So good.
Yeah.
Another basket there for Smith.
And how about some dunking?
Wiggins elevating and getting to the rim for 2. And then at the other end, that's a great move. Smith again. He just can't stop him.
It's that change of speed that's so tough. This was a great play design here. All 4 guys on the perimeter, throw it over the top, Wayne Macbeth. Big bucket.
Another transition. Another good pass here from Ivy, too, finding Macbeth, who is able to score 10 points. Trey Moore to the basket to score. Wiggins to Macbeth. Shomea Velu and Wiggins with the finish. And we are just underway here in the second half. Leading scorer so far, as mentioned at halftime, Wiggins with 15. And traveling whistle against Semenko. Anthony Smith leading Hopkins with 12 points.
Yeah, and I think that time Semenko had the step. If he would have just taken one more dribble, as you look at the leading scorers there, he would have been able to get to the rim. A little tentative there. They're going to need Semenko I think, to have a big half here.
First possession of the second half, Anderson travels.
Yeah. Both similar too, right? Getting caught in that low post, trying to create an angle or be able to get a shot off, but just moving that pivot foot.
He's their leading scorer, 19.6 points per game, but only 5 tonight. Olmsted, who's averaging nearly 16, is yet to score, and yet Wayzata's ahead by 3.
Yeah, and it's one of those games. I mean, Isaac's going to have to score, and he usually hits some big shots in big moments, but
a little scoop shot in for 2, Ahmed Noor.
A little George Gervin right there.
Yeah, right.
Had the layup or the floater, but wanted to go back to early 80s Spurs.
A little finger roll for 2,
Ice
right?
Man. Yeah, that was nice.
Almost a steal instead of foul committed by Smith. Tried to step in front of Macbeth, and instead picks up his first foul of the game.
And it's one of those passes, you can see Coach Snetler right now, where you hold your hair because you know that ball's hanging in the air, and the way Hopkins goes after the passing lanes. Very easily could have been a turnover going the other direction.
Mungabelu getting it back. Wiggins pops a 3, not good. Noor can't get the rebound. Off Wayzata out of bounds.
Yeah, good action, good movement that time. Christian Wiggins off the ball, able to get separation and get a good look. If I'm Hopkins, I'm worried about that. How are they continuing to get good looks, right? Christian Wiggins, such a prolific three-point shooter. You just have to have an awareness that you can't leave him open.
Jaden Moore attacks. Draws the foul on Shamangavelu, who picks up his second, and the free throws coming for the junior.
Yeah, just a smart play going right into the body, trying to draw that foul. It does just that.
Jaden Moore, 3 field goals, 3 of 3 free throws in the first half. As a team so far, Hopkins 9 of 12 from the line. Wayzata's only been there twice early. They're 1 of 2. Second one drops.
All tied up.
39 all, just over a minute into the second half. Great release.
Yep.
Macbeth banks in 2 more.
And the second time that Macbeth has gotten the ball on the give and go like that. So clearly something they saw. If you pass it, keep moving, you're going to get open. And Wayzata doing a nice job of finding them.
Corner 3 ball, not good. On the shot from Moore here. Backcourt pressure, but Olmsted able to work his way out of it. Good ball movement. Wiggins hesitates and pulls the trigger on the 3 and hits.
Great offense. Isaac Olmsted did a great job of getting into the heart of that defense. Perimeter, extra pass. Wiggins steps into it, knocks it down.
3-pointer from the corner, not good. As falling to the floor was Davey Hart. Back at the other end, Olmsted, not good. Shamangavelu, offensive rebound, trying to create some space for himself, and draws the foul, whistled against Anthony Smith.
Yeah, how about the big fella working hard under there. He's had a good game. He's been physical. Hasn't only scored 2 points, but there's a look at that drive, kick, extra pass. Wiggins in the rhythm, buries it. Again, coming into transition setting there. I think Wayzata done just such a good job of that tonight. And there's a big fella going after it. It's such a game of runs with these two, right? It's Wayzata's up 6, all of a sudden it's tied, then they're up 6 again. And back and forth intensity has been really, really ratcheted up here.
Second one is good. Lead is 6. 6-0 run here for Wayzata. Hart. He'll attack the basket and score on Anderson.
Yeah, and I love he didn't settle for it. Could have shot a 3 instead. Got the basket going to the basket. There's a deflection. Hopkins steals a possession.
Almost turned it over. Semenko's pass run down by Smith. Smith off to Jaden Moore. Moore across to Smith. Smith attacks. Nice little reverse layup up and in his first basket in the second half. 14 points now.
Just a really nice pace there. Again, that slow, and then he hits you with that explosive step, and by the time you recover, he's already at the rim.
.1440 to go, second half. Curling around, Anderson banks in a three.
Nolan Anderson.
The bank stayed open late tonight. Oh, nice. And just like that, about a second and a half later, Davey Hart answers for Hopkins.
Back comes Wayzata. Wiggins in the corner. From the free throw line or just inside is able to score in the lane.
And I love that move. He didn't settle for the three. He got to the paint, and did you see him, John? He faded away too. When you got that kind of length, that kind of height at 6'5", you create the separation and you bury it. Nice action here. Nolan Anderson coming off a screen on the weak side. I promise he didn't try to bank that one.
Right.
And there's Wiggins again. If you can get to that lane and then add a fadeaway to it, no one's going to be able to contest that. Nice job by Wayzata here. 5-point early lead in the second half.
Look at the rankings in Class 4A. Creighton at number 1. And then Hopkins, both those teams 13-0. Wayzata at 3. Tartan 13-0 this year at number 4. Anoka, Egan, Apple Valley, Prior Lake, Moorhead, and Sauk Rapids Rice.
Well, we talked in the pregame a little bit about their schedules, John. At Wayzata, their 2 losses are to Orono and Totino Grace. And they were a 4-point and a 3-point game. So they're not far off of having a perfect season. Hopkins beat Orono and TG, beat Breck, who just beat the number 1 team in Wisconsin this past weekend. So Hopkins has played a tough schedule too. We did their first game of the year at Totino Grace. They won that one relatively easily. So Hopkins has been through the schedule gamut here. They're battle tested.
Out of the timeout, ball out of bounds. Moore unable to hit Smith down the baseline. Turnover Hopkins.
Yeah, and I don't think it was there. Trying to force that one. It's hard to do a backdoor when you're going 1-on-4, a defense is set, no one's moving. You got to hit that, either early in the set or after some movement, some motion. No.
Olmsted avoids the turnover on a nice move, gets the pass to the corner, offensive rebound, 3 from Anderson, it's good.
I'll tell you, backbreakers are those second chance three-pointers, John. You play good defense, you get a miss, and then they get an offensive rebound, kick it out. Nolan Anderson, you can see he can get hot in a hurry.
A little spin move to the basket and a foul on man, and 2 free throws coming for Anthony Smith.
There was definitely contact on that, but John, I thought his feet shuffled before he was able to shoot that.
At the line, shooting 2, Anthony Smith.
Smith tonight with half a dozen baskets, 2 of 2 from the line, make it 3 of 3.
Both coaches
Coach Nettler thought
volunteering.
the same thing.
Imagine they're volunteering advice to the referees for free. Listen, these guys, both of these coaches, obviously we know Coach Novak, one of the greatest ever. Coach Nettler on his path to becoming one of the greatest ever. But they're competitive guys. Don't think they don't want to win at everything they do.
Wiggins. Not high. Anderson attacks. Too high. Oh, great outlet pass.
Yeah, and that's what's scary.
Firing it down court for Smith.
You drive like that, you get everyone kind of stuck in the paint. There's no one back on defense. And you see how fast Hopkins turns a rebound or a miss into transition offense.
And I feel like in a lot of games, they're getting a ton of points like that.
Yeah.
Hasn't come so easily tonight.
But just something easy when someone drives from the top of the key and you don't rotate and get a guy back, it's a death sentence. It's 2 quick points. And you just have to limit those if you're going to have any chance to beat Hopkins.
Mednor picks up his first foul on that last whistle. Inbound here. Macbeth. Can't finish underneath. Here's Hart. That cut off, good defensive play there by Brady Lamb. On to 12:35 to go. Second half. Noor from the corner hits.
That's big. Average, he's that 5th guy in double figures at 13 points per game. He's got 8. He's hit a couple of big buckets. That one brings him back to within 1.
Oh, and then a turnover. Semenko ahead to Smith, trying to get it back to Neuer, and they turn it right back to Wayzata. Wiggins ahead to Ivy, and then back to Wiggins to settle things down. Wiggins, baseline, open 3, up off the mark, too strong for Lamb, out of bounds.
Yeah, nice driving kick on that baseline, got a good look.
You live with that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Number 1, Trey Moore.
Jaden Moore out, Trey Moore back in for Hopkins. Oh, excuse me, it's Smith went out. Jaden Moore still in the game and drew the whistle on that play.
Yeah, you see when Ivy comes in, Jaden Moore's eyes get big. He's attacking the younger guard, even though Ivy's had a really nice game tonight.
Ivy picks up his 3rd foul. Now the shooting foul, an inbound for Hopkins. Team fouls, 3 apiece here in the second half. Skip pass across, Trey Moore, 3 is good.
And that's what I mean about controlling the game without scoring. Jaden Moore had the ball, held it for about 6 seconds, and just by manipulating the defense, able to find the open shooter, knocks down a 3. Hopkins in front now by 2.
Timeout, Wayzata. Hopkins on a run. They have gone back into the lead. Trailed by 8 and on a 10-0 run here.
Yeah, a couple of big plays, too, by Ahmed Nur having a good game. Davey Hart playing well. Trey Moore knocking that 3 down on his pass from his brother. Guys on Wayzata playing well. I feel like this is both teams playing at a really high level here tonight. It's going to come down to turnovers. I really feel that way. Wayzata takes care of the ball, and they're patient. They've gotten really good looks. Quick, fast decisions or bad passes. Hopkins able to go get some free points. That's going to be the difference here tonight, John.
Well, and this is, again, the first of what could be 3 meetings. This is a preview of anything like the next 2 will be. The next one will be at the Royals Activity Center. And then the third one, who knows, is it going to depend on how these 2 regular season games go between Hopkins and Wayzata, who gets home court from the section
JJ, when
final.
they seed it, is it a coach's vote who gets the top
think it's
seed, or is it a
coach's vote rather
QRF ranking, or is it a conference record or head-to-head? I wonder how that works exactly. Because if it's QRF, Hopkins, with all their wins so far and the level of competition,
would have it. Yeah.
Oh,
a 3-pointer for Wiggins.
Wiggins had a big game tonight. You can't, as a defender, even though he's 3 or 4 feet behind the line, you got to have ultimate awareness on where he is. How about that? Get Wayzata back in front.
Oh, great move, but unable to finish with Jaden Moore. And then he commits a backcourt foul. Jaden Moore out, Smith back in.
Interesting too tonight, Wayzata, when Anthony Smith has been in the game, Wayzata's chosen to put Wyatt McBeth on him, a little bit of length. And then when Smith was out, Jaden Moore was in the game and McBeth guarded him as well. So I like that, putting the length on defense for Wayzata.
Olmstead into the front court. Oh, knocked out of bounds, and the baseline drive by Mose. Tyson Moore in, and Hart out for Hopkins. Shimangabelu takes the inbound pass to Olmstead. Corner 3 for Anderson.
Get great action underneath out of bounds. It's a screen and then a screen the screener. They've hit that a couple times tonight. Nolan Anderson comes off. He's ready to launch.
Oh, and a block by McBeth.
Wow.
And then off of Smith and out of bounds.
Yeah, it hits Anthony Smith while he was on the ground. And that's where putting that length that we just talked about, right? Definitely Anthony Smith has the first step. Look at him explode, but watch McBeth and able to do that without getting any body contact. You see that ball lands on Smith while he's out of bounds. What a play by Macbeth. And now Wayzata up for it again. I love it.
Shimungavelu, not good. Macbeth offensive rebound and puts it in.
He is playing outstanding tonight, but I love the drive by Tommy. Draws the defense, and then Wyatt Macbeth picks it up. He's got 14.
Semenko ends the 8-0 run for Wayzata. Getting the basket for Hopkins. Olmsted just lost that one out of bounds. Turnover Trojans.
And again, just those empty possessions, right? Wayzata got to keep, when they take care of the ball, they're getting whatever shot they want.
Anthony Smith right in front of us and limping just a little bit when he went down, I think, on that last drive when he crashed to the court. And he looks like he's okay now. Moore shot not good. Rebound. Anderson. Olmsted steps around the defender and then lost the ball again. Unforced error. Olmsted another turnover.
Tried to make a play there. It's the right move. That guy almost has as nice of a suit as you do tonight.
Almost. Under 9.5 minutes to go in this game. Number 2, Hopkins. Number 3, Wayzata. Whistle and a foul on the drive. Smith went down to the court again, back up.
And I like that too. He didn't hesitate. He attacked, and I think he is so tough when he's just attacking.
Mo's second. Team fouls now even at 4 apiece.
Yeah, I feel like referees have been great tonight and really balanced for both sides. I like that. I haven't noticed them, which is always a good thing.
Right. Noor way off on that 3. Anderson the rebound.
I know that's a good pass. I'd like to see Anthony Smith shoot that.
Ball tip, turnover. Here's Hart to the basket, scored and one.
You see him take that ball from behind his head out in front of him, and by doing that, took some contact on the head, able to finish +1. And again, that turnover, deflection into offense instantly for the Royals. So good. You see him put that ball, see where it was, and he just shifted it and put it out in front, and that allows, so the defender can't get to that ball without having contact on you. That was just a great finish by Davey Hart.
Free throw not good. (61-59). Wayzata. Wiggins loses it. Shimungavelu able to pick it up and got it back to Wiggins. Possession saved for the Trojans.
That's not going to go in the stat book tonight. There's a turnover.
Hart has it. Off to Noor. Smith back into Noor on the baseline. Spins inside. Macbeth scores and one.
What a move. Noor going against a really, really good defender in Wyatt Macbeth. See him lean on him. He got the spin, but then still able to finish while taking contact. Watch this quick spin, and he shifted that ball back. Again, Macbeth's arm came through. He missed the ball, but got some piece of the head there. All tied up.
On the free throw.
Yeah.
Well, tied
all that jelly
61.
and no toast, John. You got to make those three-point plays.
61 all. Ivy with a tough pull-up shot. Hits.
Almost like it was an afterthought to shoot that. He stopped, was looking for someone to pass to. Then realized, hey, I'm open, took the shot. Sophomores had a nice game tonight.
Here's Jaden Moore. Baseline. Corner 3. Trey Moore not good. Got his own rebound though.
Nice
Trey Moore shuffles the pass off. Smith in traffic. That won't go. Wiggins rebounds.
Yeah, got a couple good looks. Exactly what they wanted, just not able to fall.
Ivy hands it off to Anderson. He's made 3 3-pointers here in the second half. Attacks on this one. Nice kiss off the glass up and in.
Hey, when you're 6'7", you can shoot like that. Defense has to come out, and Nolan with a great job, good poise and speed there, got to the rim.
Noor for 3, in and out. Rebound by Wiggins. Lob ahead to Macbeth. Got Smith up in the air, scores and one.
Great throw ahead by Christian Wiggins. I didn't know where he was going with it, John. And Macbeth caught it. You see that great pump fake, took the foul. And the finish. What a play. And that's where if you're Anthony Smith and you know you're going to get caught, you got to take that arm with you. Don't let him get it off. Nice job. 16 points tonight for Wyatt Macbeth.
First time to the free throw line for Macbeth. 67% free throw shooter this season. And got the three-point play. Timeout taken here by Hopkins as Wayzata has quickly gone to a 7-0 run. He runs back and forth here in the second half.
Yeah, Hopkins down 5 early, then they came back, took the lead. Wayzata answered, now up 7. See if Hopkins can get a couple of runs here and get right back into this game.
Okay, you could see Kenny Novak said, I didn't call a timeout. They had signaled for a timeout, but we play on. Contact here, offensive foul on Semenko.
They got the switch they wanted. They ran a high ball screen. They got Semenko, and there's going to be a technical on Coach Novak. But they got the play they wanted. Ivy guarding Semenko. Call that offensive foul, and Coach Novak not happy with that call.
Nice to see Kenny get a lot more of those younger in his career. Not so much in recent seasons. That doesn't mean he's still not intense, but he hasn't gotten those.
Is it no technical? Just a
timeout?
Oh. I saw the T signal, but I thought it must have just been for a timeout. Yeah.
We got to settle down.
I'm pumped, man. This is fun. This is a Tuesday, and it's 8,000 below zero outside, and we get to come in and still experience the highest level of basketball that we have here in Minnesota, and both teams, I think, playing well.
What a crowd tonight, too, right? That cold didn't keep people away, I don't think.
No. What stood out to me, John, tonight, you know, I watch a lot of high school basketball. My son plays at Delano, where Class 3A, they play a lot of good competition, is how quick of hands everybody in this game has. Like the minute you drive into the lane, you better be strong or quick because it's coming over and you're going to lose it. You know, just the quickness of both of these teams at the level they're playing at has been really impressive.
And be careful on your passes, too. How many passes have seen either intercepted or deflected tonight, too?
No. You better be in shape, you better take care of the ball, and you better be quick to react when you're playing either of these teams.
So there was no technical foul. There was a timeout that time.
Yeah, we got faked out a minute ago about a timeout that never happened. Then we got faked out about a technical that actually was a timeout. So we're full of it.
We're even up now. Well, see if Wayzata can hold this lead, but we've seen so many comebacks. Yeah. Oh, Olmstead, how about that for your first basket of the night?
I can tell he's frustrated tonight. Hasn't gotten a shot to foul. They've been physical with him as well, but that was just a beautiful move from Isaac Olmstead.
Jaden Moore driving. And the foul is going to be on Ivy. That'll be his fourth.
You know, it's funny. I know Isaac Olmstead's dad, Craig, has become a friend, and I always thought Isaac got his talent from Craig, and then I saw Craig shoot, and we're not quite sure where Isaac got all of his talent from. It must be from his mom, Katie.
Free throw not good. Both teams in the bonus now, and so free throws become important.
Yep.
And Hopkins can't take advantage on that possession. Anderson not afraid to shoot, short on that three. Rebounded by Jaden Moore. Push it ahead, great pass. Davey Hart scores and is fouled by Wiggins.
And again, how impressive that miss to a made field goal on the other end of the floor in about a second and a half. Jaden Moore gets that rebound, just pushes it, gives a great pass to Davey Hart. Look at that finish, too. That's not easy, trying to finish over an athletic defender like Christian Wiggins, too.
Can't make the free throw, and Macbeth rebounds.
I was just going to say, there's been quite a few missed free throws on the table for the Royals in the second half.
All right, 9 for 11 in the first half, but they've missed 1, 2, 3, 5 here in the second half. Olmsted's pass tipped, but Wiggins gets it. 3, too strong.
Nice.
Nolan Anderson there gets the rebound and put back. Anderson just 5 points in the first half, Ryan. He's got 13 here in the second.
And he can do that. He can score in bunches.
Moore through the lane, then hands off. Smith will back it off. Macbeth on him. Under 6 minutes to go. Hopkins needs a run, down by 9. Now to the baseline. Trey Moore fouled to go to the line and shoot 2.
Good patience that time by Hopkins. And that's the thing. You're down 9, but you got 5:40 left. And with their defense, the way they can create turnovers is you don't have to panic offensively and shoot three-pointers or try to be a hero. That was just really good patience by the Royals, and they ended up getting a really good look and easy foul.
It's a 2-shot foul here, Ryan, but important to note that Hopkins from here on out.
Double bonus.
Double bonus, right.
Yep.
The way they attack the basket, you know they're going to get opportunities.
Nope, and that's what I'm telling Jaden Moore. Attack the basket. If you can draw a foul, you got 2 free throws. If not, you got draw defenders and hit your teammates for an open 3. Expect a full load of Hopkins full court pressure here if it's a made free throw.
In and out on the second one. The rebound by Mann. Ryan Mann into the front court. Isaac Olmsted into Wyatt Macbeth. Nolan Anderson. Little fake.
Nice
kick
pass.
to the corner.
Yeah.
3 from there. And it wouldn't go for Mann. Rebound to
big.
Semenko.
Great pass.
Hard out on the wing. And a drive on Olmsted. Picks up the dribble. Lobs it back out high to Semenko. Semenko spins to the basket and scores.
So crafty. So crafty with the ball in his hands. He can somehow just create space and get a good shot. Puts him in double figures. He's got 10 now.
Macbeth off to Wiggins. 6-point game with under 5 to go. Olmsted for 3. Too strong offensive rebound. Macbeth handoff for Mann for 2.
What a rebound by Wyatt Macbeth, fighting for it. He could have just gathered and gone up, but what an unselfish play. Passes right over to his teammate Ryan Mann, who gets the easy 2. Wayzata maintaining that 8-point lead. Look at this rebound. Look at him falling over. How unselfish is that? I love it.
Ryan Mann's first basket. Timeout taken by Wayzata. They've got 3 timeouts remaining. And an 8-point lead. They led at halftime by 3. Got the lead up to 8. And Hopkins had a run, briefly went in front, but this Wayzata has gone back in front. They have not given it up.
And this is where I would expect Jaden Moore and Anthony Smith offensively to really be the playmakers, right? Anthony Smith with 20 points, but kind of a quiet 20 tonight. You know, Jaden Moore only with 10. He averages just under 16. So I'd like to see those two this last 4 minutes, 45 seconds, see if they can't really try to take over this game offensively down the stretch.
Wayzata looking for their 12th straight win. Started 1-2. Ryan mentioned the 2 losses they had early to Tina Grace and Orono, but not lost since early December. Under 4.5 minutes to go. Smith, what a shot.
And see, that's the feeling you get watching him, John, is that he can create whatever shot he wants whenever he wants. And that's where the urgency of, hey, we're down 8, go get a bucket. I like to see him do that there. That was a great answer.
In trouble there, able to release the pass was Mose to Mann and back to Wiggins. Shot clock at 15. It rarely gets under 10 in this game.
Yeah.
Anderson, 3 is good.
How about the confidence? You know how hard that is, John, running to your right like that, coming to your left and then just firing. But when you're 6'7", you got the height and the length to be able to shoot over people. Big answer there, Nolan Anderson.
Here's Hart, spins to the basket, draws the foul shoot 2. 4th foul on Mann.
And 16 in the second half here for Nolan Anderson. Some big threes, too.
Hart with 10 points, but just 2 of 5 so far from the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, Hopkins left quite a few points here in the second half on the free throw line.
First one up and in.
Olmsted checking in for the Trojans.
Olmsted in for Mose for Wayzata. Got them both.
Yep, that's big. 7 points, 3:39 left. See if Hopkins tries to ratchet up the pressure a little bit more. Maybe some traps. Just try to speed Wayzata up into maybe making a mistake.
Olmsted, well, you got lucky there. The foul call. He was a little out of control, Ryan, but foul whistled on Hopkins on Trey Moore.
Well, and that's a 7, so that's going to put Isaac Olmsted at the free throw line. Very good free throw shooter. But to your point, they don't foul there. That might have been a turnover going the other way. Instead, they get the late contact there, and really good free throw shooter.
First time at the line tonight. Oh, missed it. 78% free throw shooter, doesn't get the second one. Under 3.5 to go. Hopkins with the ball down by 7. Number 2 in the state. Unbeaten on the year coming in. Semenko. Pass into the lane to Hart in some traffic, trying to get it down low to Smith, and turned it over. Ball got deflected and steal, and then stolen right back. Semenko throws it in for 2.
That's huge. That's a 7-point game, John. Wayzata goes, gets a open 2 or a 3. That's a double-digit lead. Instead, Hopkins with the turnover leading to the Semenko dunk, and we got a 5-point game now.
With 2:50 to go,
pass.
Wiggins trying to put it back up to 8 and does.
I love Isaac Olmsted still battling, going at it even after having a hard night. Instead, just draws the defender. Christian Wiggins hits the big 3. What a pass.
13, Ivy back in for the Trojans.
And again, if you can handle that pressure and make the right play, you can get open looks. Nice job relocating by Wiggins, and a great find by Olmsted.
At that whistle, Ivy comes in, replacing Olmsted. 80-72. Semenko, shot fake, brings it to the basket and scores.
Yeah, really nice
And a
play.
timeout, Hopkins.
Showing the quickness that he's got for his length, at 6'6", to be able to explode like that. But you see him slow it down and change the direction of his layup. Beautiful finish.
Conference standings coming into tonight. Wayzata half game ahead of Hopkins. Minnetonka just 1 conference game so far. Ryan's Eden Prairie Eagles 0-3 right now. They need Iverson back on the court for them. Well, last year, we mentioned these teams played in the section final here at Wayzata, and this was an unbelievable night. I was here for this one. It wasn't a TV game, but Hopkins able to keep it close early. Anthony Smith with the basket, but Wayzata couldn't miss on a lot of their shots. Jackson McAndrew had a huge game. Time more attacking. It was Moore and Smith that really kept them in that game, but McAndrew hitting on a 3. Wayzata hit 18 3-pointers that night. Capture their 4th straight Section 6 4A championship.
I don't know how many they made tonight, but it's been a pretty high number. I'm going to guess a minimum of 13 or 14 threes tonight. And pretty fun there. You see Jackson McAndrew highlights. Fun to watch him on TV this past weekend as they beat UConn, and seeing him play an active role in that. Pretty exciting.
13 points, or 13 threes, excuse me. You're exactly right on the number of threes Wayzata has tonight.
Yeah,
and Hopkins, not necessarily a 3-point shooting team, just 3 for them. They're more of an attack team, right?
Wayzata is definitely more of a 3-point shooting team, and that's such a big part of it. They have 3 outstanding shooters that start for them.
Can they hold this lead up 6? 2:20 to go. Wiggins, Olmsted, or excuse me, Macbeth to the corner to Anderson, and he hits another 3.
But how about that? Why Macbeth has a layup. Instead, trusts his teammate to hit a contested three from the corner.
Yeah, that was not an easy three-pointer.
Great pass and a great finish by Nolan.
Almost a steal instead of foul is going to be whistled on Wayzata.
Anderson had 5 points at halftime, 19 here in the second half.
Yep, 5 threes and 2 twos for the junior, Nolan Anderson.
And some big threes, too. It's these last couple of minutes here. These threes have allowed Wayzata to keep that cushion.
The foul on Ryan Mann's his 5th, so he's out. Ivy back in.
Yeah, another ball handler in there. So you have Olmstead and Ivy both in there to help handle the basketball. That's going to be the key these last 2 minutes. 8-point lead for Wayzata. Hopkins is going to play furiously fast on defense. You've got to be ready for it. Take care of the ball.
Semenko with 10 points here in the second half, 16 on the night. Is it going to be enough, though? His team down by 7 with just 2 minutes to go in Wayzata basketball. Olmstead trying to lob it down low to Anderson. Steele. Moore catches up with it. Oh, and he can't lay it in. Macbeth with the defensive rebound. Big possession there. Anderson, baseline, throws it down.
Showing the athleticism. Shot fake and exploded at the rim with the two-hand smash.
Smith to the basket, scores.
Nice move by Anthony Smith. He got 24, right about at his season average.
Olmstead bumped in the backcourt, foul on Smith. It's his 4th. 19 fouls, so still not the double bonus. Check that 8th team foul. Regardless, still not a double bonus. Olmstead to the line for a 1-and-1.
Well, and that's all made because of 5 made threes in the second half. You just show that ball, they got to respect it. And a really heady play that time by Nolan Anderson there, just taking it to the rim and knowing a dunk is worth 2 points, but it gets the crowd fired up and might have been the nail in the coffin here. 7 points, minute and 12 left.
Olmstead 0 for 2, but he steals it here. Oh, and then he gets a shot block, but following up is Ivy. Great shot block. And we got a timeout for Wayzata before Hart was able to inbound for Hopkins. So Olmstead, a great job. He had missed the free throw, gets back in there defensively, makes a great play, ends up with a basket for his teammate on the rebound. Is a great block here by Hart, but then trailing Ivy, good hustle by him to get down court and put it in for 2.
I was just going to say, he didn't get the basket there. Isaac didn't, but he made that hustle play, got the possession. But man, Davey Hart, what a block. I mean, that was amazing.
It was unbelievable.
Was it Davey Hart? It was Davey Hart, right? They got that, yeah. I mean, just great block. Got a nice finish by Ivy. How about Ivy tonight? 7 points. You know, a little bit over his average, but I thought poised tonight. I thought he made good decisions, took care of the ball. He did not play like a sophomore. Gave them some really good minutes tonight.
These teams will play again 3 weeks from this Thursday at Hopkins, February 13th.
Are we doing that one?
I think we're doing the girls' game that night, Wayzata Hopkins.
That'd be a good one, too.
Yeah. And those teams are playing tonight over at Hopkins. Top 10 matchup there. Well, we have exactly 1 minute to play. Not in the bag yet for Wayzata, but it looks pretty good.
Listen, I've seen Hopkins score 15 points in a minute with turnovers and the way they can shoot and create offense. So, no, you're not safe.
Semenko for 3, not good. Rebound by Wiggins.
They just haven't been able to get critical shots to fall tonight.
Wiggins to Ivy, and a foul whistled against Hart.
That was a good look. They got Semenko with the pick and pop there. Nice shot fake. Just couldn't get it to fall.
First free throw coming in the game here for Xavion Ivy. and rattles it home. And now it's a 4-possession game, Ryan, at 10 points. Second one is also good. Ryan will hear from players on the winning team after this one.
JJ, when we did the Maple Grove STMA football game a few years back, would that have been a more unlikely comeback or
comeback than this?
Yeah.
Yeah, if Hopkins were to pull this out. Yeah.
So when you and I are together, man, you never know. It's never safe.
It's pretty safe now. Wiggins got the rebound. They go to the line for 2 at the other end. Wayzata fans up on their feet. It's a big win for Wayzata. I mean, you're playing good basketball coming in, but this is a big test against a team that's a big section and conference rival and undefeated coming in.
Oh, I do too, and I think because the last couple of years, Wayzata with McAndrews was maybe the favorite, right, to win the whole thing. They were ranked 1 or 2 all year. I think tonight, and especially the way Hopkins has played and the schedule they played and being undefeated, I think what's surprising is that maybe you felt like Hopkins, this was their year now. And
it still could be.
Yeah, it still could be, you're right. But
Trey Moore for 3. Not good. Semenko, offensive rebound and puts it back in.
Yeah, he's going to end up with 18.
Clock continues to run, under 20 seconds to go. Nolan Anderson fouled in the backcourt by Trey Moore. How about Anderson here in the second half? Ryan, 19 points.
Well, and Nolan and Christian are both AAU teammates of my son Max. And Nolan is one of those guys that can go from 0 to like 18 points in about 2.5 minutes. He can get hot, and he does a great job of always getting himself open. He seems to always be open. And with that height and a good release and the confidence to take it, you saw tonight 5 in the first half, and then the second half, I mean, just came out 21 points. Chance here to get 23 in the second half alone, and really spearheaded them when Hopkins was making it close. Nolan hit some big threes here tonight.
.23 second half points for the junior. 93-80. Semenko back to Moore. He's just going to dribble it out. Wayzata, not only a win, a double-digit win over Hopkins, 93-80. And they get their 13th win in a row.
Yeah, I think Hopkins leaves here knowing exactly what they need to do. Seeing this rematch in a couple of weeks will be great to see, and then I hope CCX, I hope we can do that. If they both make it to that section final, that's going to be a pretty exciting game. Yeah, a lot of fun here tonight.
We'll take a timeout. Ryan will be back with a couple of the Trojans. When we come back, more basketball on CCX. Wrapping things up from Wayzata after this.
In 1935, Top Line Financial Credit Union was founded by workers from our local phone company, by people who dedicated their lives to keeping our community connected. At Top Line Financial, that dedication lives on because we believe that dreams are achieved when we connect with each other. So if you're dreaming of buying a new home or car, or planning for your future, or saving for that next vacation, connect with us. We'll help you get there, because connected, we all do better.
.93-80, Wayzata hands Hopkins its first loss of the season. Ryan Iverson standing by with 3 winning Trojans players.
All right, thanks, John. Well, I'm here with 3 happy Trojans, the junior class of the Wayzata Trojans tonight. You guys combined for 58 points. You guys were outstanding. I'll start with you, Christian. I mean, great game from the start, mixing it up, shooting threes, dunking on some people. What was the key tonight for you individually?
For me individually, it's just starting on defense, keeping my energy high, and just doing whatever the team needs to win.
Rivalry game, Hopkins, always a big deal. Big crowd here tonight. They're ranked ahead of you. What was the game plan tonight? How did you guys figure out how to attack them? What were you trying to do at the start?
I mean, we just wanted to start playing our personnel defensively. I mean, obviously they have a lot of playmakers, a lot of shot makers, so we just focused on taking care of the ball, defending each guy personally, and then just playing Wayzata basketball offensively, moving the ball, looking for shooters, and just playing the right way.
Okay, last one for you. Who was a better dunk, yours in the first half or your teammate over here is in the second half?
Hey, I got to take mine.
All right, congrats on a great game, Christian. Nolan, I'm going to start with you. 5 points in the first half. I think you ended up with 21 in the second. I was saying on the broadcast, you can go from 0 to 100 pretty quick. What is your mindset out there, especially after maybe a slow first half?
Yeah, I just got to find that confidence within and know when my teammates hit me the ball that I'm going to finish it. So I just feel my mindset is always the next one's going in. So, yeah.
I didn't think you could even dunk, and then you threw it down two-handed like that. How did that one feel?
I felt great. It wasn't as good as Christian's, but I got up a little bit.
Let me ask you this. Coming over from Eden Prairie, your first year here, the speed and the way you guys all play, has it taken you some time to get used to?
I would say not really. I feel like I fit in great. These guys welcome me with open arms, and I feel like it's all been downhill from here. It's been just amazing. I love the guys, love the coaches. It's been great.
Nice. Well, congrats on a great game. Isaac, get over here. I know you're looking at not scoring as much, some turnovers tonight, but I thought you were great tonight in handling their pressure. People don't realize handling Hopkins' pressure for a full game, it takes its toll on you. What did you think tonight?
You know, it's really nice to see a 2 next to my name and putting up 93 points and coming out of here with a dub. Playing next to these two guys, you know, you just got to give them the ball, and they'll put it in the hoop.
Well, I thought you guys, listen, we know Nolan loves to shoot whenever he can. Christian, you like to shoot. You like to shoot, too. How do you guys give up a good shot for a great shot? That seems to always be the Wayzata way.
It's really something that we've just been preaching since the start of the year, just giving up good ones for great ones. And I think it continues to get better and better, and it was put on tonight.
All right, next time we do a Wayzata game, you can't be the only junior starter that doesn't get a dunk in a game.
All right, I got you.
All
2-hand off the glass.
Congrats on a great game, guys. Good job. Back to you, JJ.
Thanks very much, Ryan. Thanks to those guys and their big win for them tonight. 13 in a row for Wayzata. They go to 14-2 in the season. You saw on the graphic, first loss for Hopkins. They're now 13-1. That'll do it for our telecast tonight. Thanks tonight here at Wayzata High School. For Ryan Iverson and all of our crew, I'm John Jacobson. Trojans win it over Hopkins, 93-80, the final.